A few years ago, I had a near-death experience. Probably not really, but it felt like it at the time. I had gone camping with my then boyfriend's family. We were camping on a lake, and in the morning we decided to go kayaking. We head out in the water, and it was smooth like glass, so peaceful. It felt like we were the only ones out there. But after a while, I decided I wanted to kayak across the lake. So I head off towards this distant shore. I'm paddling along, and after a minute, I notice that the water starts to get this little texture on it. I noticed it, but didn't think much of it, and I keep going. Bullets are now joining us on the water, so they're causing ripples, and I just keep paddling. And then eventually I look up to where I'm headed, and I notice that the water was so rough over there that it was splashing against the rocks and causing whitecaps. So I knew that was rougher water than I was going to be able to handle. So I turn around and go back. By this point, the water is rolling waves, and I'm headed in the same direction as these waves are coming, so they're hitting me right on the side of my boat. The water gets rougher and rougher, and soon enough, water's splashing into my boat. This wasn't a big kayak, so it didn't take much, and I started to sink. I had a water bottle with me, so I screw off the lid, and I'm bailing out water from my boat. These motorboats are driving by, and I'm trying to flag one down. I'm yelling for help, and I managed to get my phone out and text my boyfriend to come help me. Well, I was terrified. I had so much adrenaline. I was shaking, and I really started to panic. I knew I was in a much bigger situation than I could handle by myself, and so I did the only other thing I knew how to do, which was pray. I said a simple prayer. All I said was, "Father, I need your help now." I kept going. I kept bailing out my water. I keep trying to flag down a boat, and soon after, a boat comes over to me to help. Turns out there is a fishing competition that day, and so they say to me, "We can help, but we gotta hurry." I get on their boat, and they get me back to shore safely, and my boyfriend's family helped and everything. What I learned from this situation was that God's help is immediate. When we turn our will over to Him, and when we are doing everything we can, in our times of urgent need, He will show up. These men had every reason not to help me out. They were in a fishing competition, and I pray that they won for their sacrifice for me. But I am just so thankful for my Heavenly Father answering my prayer in a way that got me to shore safely.